Hi, good morning. This is my Kindle Unlimited vlog. It is December 27th and it is 4:45 in the morning. I literally woke up at 4 a.m. and I was like, well, I'm awake now, so might as well get dressed and get ready for work because I work at 6 a.m. So like I would have had to get up at 5 anyways, but like I don't know. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know what's going on, so I'm dressed and ready, so now I have like an hour to kill before I have to go over to work. So I think I'm gonna get some reading done. I actually don't want to start my Kindle books yet because I started reading another book last night. I started reading Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and this is a fantasy novel centered on, I think, Mayan mythology or Aztec. No, I think it's Mayan mythology, and it takes place during the 1920s. So far I'm really liking it, so I think I want to like stick with it. I would like to get to like halfway done today, and I'm already like 60 pages in, and so I'd only have to read like 100 more pages to be halfway because it's pretty short. It's only like 330 pages. So yeah, I just want to like read some of that this morning and then get to my ebooks on my Kindle. And yeah, so I guess I'm starting the Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon with a book that's not a Kindle Unlimited book, but it's what I want to do, and it's my vlog, so I can do what I want. I'll probably end up taking a nap after work because I get off at 10 a.m. but I have to go back into work at 2 because I'm covering a shift for somebody and we traded. So like, yeah, I ended up trading a shift with the person, so I'm going in again today at 2, so like probably in between I'll like take a nap and get some reading done. But yeah, that's where I'm at today. I will probably get back to you with a reading update later. I can actually vlog at work, I think. I'll see how that works out. But yeah, alright. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm at work right now and I feel super awkward vlogging, but like no one's here, so I'm just like hanging out at the desk. I made it to 100 pages in Gods of Jade and Shadow, and I'm really liking it so far, so I think I want to continue reading this at work because it's really quiet and slow, so I can get some reading done. I want to get halfway done with that, and then, or actually, you know what, I might just read this for my entire shift because I get off at 10 a.m. and if I'm not finished by then, I'm just gonna keep reading it. I am going to read more, and then I'm basically gonna start the Kindle Unlimited books after I finish that book because I want to finish that one more and I want to read my Kindle books. So I will come back to you with an update. I'm going to talk to you about Gods of Jade and Shadow real quick. It follows this girl named Cassiopeia who is kind of like a Cinderella story in a sense because she was like treated really poorly in this small town in Mexico, like on the Yucatan Peninsula, and her grandfather would like hit her if she didn't do something right, and she like basically had to do all these chores. Then she unlocks this chest and a god comes out and he's like, I need to retrieve 3 things and I need your help to do it. So they like go on this quest and journey together, and I think it's really good actually. It takes place in the 1920s. There's kind of like that flapper-esque ambiance going on, which is kind of cool. I really like it, and I also like the writing style a lot. I really like the way the descriptions are told, and like, I don't know, I'm really enjoying this one. I like it a lot. So I also think there's gonna be a little romance between Cassiopeia and the god, so that should be interesting. But yeah, I would recommend this one. It's pretty good. It's YA fantasy, so if you're into that, this would be a good pick. It's also kind of historical because it takes place in the 1920s. But yeah, I will come back to you with the reading update later. Hey everyone, I just got home from work and it's like a little bit after 10 a.m. I did not finish Gods of Jade and Shadow. I actually got distracted by making my 2020 spreadsheet for like tracking books and statistics and stuff like that, and I got really into it, so I didn't even touch my book after I really chatted. And I'm about 160 pages in. I think I'm gonna get to 200 and then just like put it down and then start on my ebooks for Kindle Unlimited. I keep saying I needed to start those books, but it's gonna happen. I promise you will see me reading ebooks in this vlog. Also, my ceiling is very squeaky because my neighbors are upstairs and they're walking around, and my building is very old, so you can hear it. Anyways, it's a little bit after 10, but I'm gonna make lunch because I've been up since 4 and I'm hungry and I haven't eaten since 5. So yeah, I'm gonna make some lunch and maybe do a bit of reading, but I think I'm gonna finish the tab on the spreadsheet that I was working on at work, and that shouldn't take long. I could probably do that while I eat. So yeah, I will come back to you with another update later. Just finished my little like statistic like book tracker thing. What I did was I put all the books that I own into one tab, and like to see like how many I've read and like how many are like still need to be read. And it's a lot worse than I thought it would be. I'm gonna be honest. But I own a total of 187 books, and of those physical copies, I have read 101. So that means I've read 54% of the books on my shelves. And I thought it would be more like 60 to 70%. So I'm a little upset about it. I'm a little salty. So I'm gonna try to make my backlist titles a major priority in 2020. So I think I'm gonna make a video talking about like the 20 books I want to read in 2020, and they're all gonna be backlist titles. So yeah, let me just show you my little tracker here. Isn't that so sad? The thing is that this is just what I own. Like, I still read library books. Like, I still check out books from the library. So like this is literally just like what's on my shelves, like, which is still bad. But yeah, I think maybe what I should do actually is do a book buying ban for the first 6 months of 2020. I think that would be an interesting thing. Like, I can still check out books from the library, but I'm not going to buy anymore. So yeah, I'm going to make that a rule for myself. Hopefully I keep to it. But yeah, 2020, the first 6 months, I'm not going to buy books. I can't do it. But yeah, also have not made any progress on reading, but it's only 11:30. It's only 11:30. I ate lunch. I'm good. The next couple hours, I'm just going to read. I have to go back to work at 2, so in like 2.5 hours. I'll probably need to get some coffee though. Okay, it's happening. I'm reading an ebook. I decided to read His Royal Highness by R.S. Gray. I'm reading an ebook. It's happening. It's on my TBR. Hopefully I can get it done at my shift. It's only 2:45 right now, so yeah, I think I can get it done before 6 p.m. if I try hard enough, but I'll let you know how I think of it later. Okay, so reading update. I'm 25% into His Royal Highness by R.S. Gray, and there hasn't been a single smutty scene yet, and I'm disappointed. I thought this was supposed to be like smut, but hopefully it gets to it. But I'm like bored right now. Like, they're just talking about being workers at a knockoff Disneyland, and I'm like, okay, let's pick up the pace here. Let's get going, okay? I have like 200 more pages, I think. 250 more pages, and then I'll be done. But it's moving pretty well. It's only 4:20, so anyways, just really want this book to pick up the pace a little bit, but I'm getting through it. Hopefully the romance starts, you know, blossoming. Can already see some jealousy going on here, but like, I want like dates and smut. Yeah, that's my reading update. Okay, so I just got home from work again. It's like 6:20, and I'm going to make some din din. This is what I'm eating. My Trader Joe's chicken chow mein. So easy. All I have to do is heat it up in a pan. But I thought I would talk to you real quick about my progress on His Royal Highness. I actually made it to like page 200, so I only have like 100 pages to go. But yeah, I just have 100 pages left, and I'm actually getting through it like at a faster pace than I was for like Gods of Jade and Shadow, because it is romance, and I'm actually really enjoying it because it's like enemies to lovers. There's a lot of sexual tension, and there hasn't been any smut yet, but like, I'm ready for it. I know it's about to happen. It's gonna happen. I'm just being very patient for it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm just gonna make some dinner real quick and then continue reading and hopefully finish it tonight. Here is the final product, but now I'm going to douse it with sriracha. Mmm. I know that not everybody loves spicy food, but I do. It's so good. I will put spice in everything. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat and then read. Okay, so I'm coming to you with a little reading update. It's day 2 of the Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon, so I thought I would sit down and tell you guys where I'm at. Last night before I went to sleep, I finished His Royal Highness by R.S. Gray. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I was really enjoying it up until like the last 50 pages. Honestly, I thought the ending was very Hallmarky, and that was not what I was expecting. I expected the two love interests to get together, but the way that it was dealt with and the epilogue and stuff, I was like, this is just so cheesy. I literally cannot with this. So yeah, that's why I decided to give it 3 stars. Everything else about it was pretty good. I don't know, I had a good time reading it. So the other book that I started reading last night but didn't end up finishing until this morning was Insatiable by Melanie Harlow, and I am such an idiot. I thought I was reading Irresistible by Melanie Harlow. So in my TBR video, I talk about this young girl who gets involved with the CFO of a farm, and when I started reading Insatiable, I was like, this is a police officer and a political strategist. Maybe there's some farm connection here. And then they go to Cloverleaf and not yet talking about a CFO at a farm. And then on page 50, one of the other characters in the books is getting married to the CFO. So this is the book after Irresistible. So it took me 50 pages to realize I was not reading the book that I thought I was reading. But in my defense, Insatiable and Irresistible look very similar when you're reading them. I know they're different words, but gosh, reading is hard. And when you read as much as I do, and it was a confusing moment, and I feel kind of like an idiot, but you know what? I read the whole book. I read Insatiable this morning because I worked from 6 to 10 a.m. again today. I didn't wake up at 4 a.m. like I did yesterday. I woke up at 5:15, which is when my alarm goes off, and I literally just hopped out of bed and went to work. I was so cranky this morning. I really did not want to leave my bed. So I didn't film anything because I was like, ugh, I just can't do filming because I'm cranky and I want to go back to bed. But I went to work and I read Insatiable, all of it. I ended up giving it 4 stars because I actually enjoyed it. I mean, aside from me not realizing, well, I'm not going to blame the book on me being stupid, but you know what? It was pretty good. The one thing that I didn't love about it is that it was a romance between a cop and this political strategist. I don't know. I don't love cop romances. I don't know. It's just not really for me. But yeah, it was an interesting thing that happened. But luckily they didn't focus too much on the cop aspect. But basically what the book is about is this girl from DC. Well, she's from Cloverleaf Farms, where it's northern Michigan or something. This is a whole series, but she has been living in DC for a long time as a lawyer and political strategist, whatever. Her boyfriend breaks up with her. She comes back to Cloverleaf Farms for her sister's wedding, and this guy Noah, which I think is funny because my boyfriend's name is Noah, but this guy Noah is a cop, and they've been best friends for almost 20 years. And they deny their feelings constantly, and then finally they're just give in to their desires or whatever, and then it's their romance and whatever. I don't know. I thought it was good. That was interesting. That was my morning. But today I'm also really busy. In an hour or two, I'm going over to my aunt's house because I have other family coming over who missed Christmas Eve dinner because of work obligations and stuff. So they're coming over and we're gonna have lunch, and there's gonna be little kiddos. My little cousins are gonna be opening out presents. And then one of my older cousins is also coming over. She and I are going to the movies because we're gonna go see Little Women. And I'm so excited about it because I love Emma Watson. I aspire to be Emma Watson. I love her so much. And her style is so cool. And she reads and she's just awesome. But also Saoirse Ronan is in it. And Timothy Chalamet is in it, and it's a Greta Gerwig movie, so like I have really high expectations, and I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm so excited to see it because it only came out a couple days ago. So I hope it's gonna be amazing. My cousin and I are super excited to see it. And then after that, I'll probably come home and read more. The next book that I'm going to read, Love in Due Time by L.B. Dunbar. This is the Green Valley Public Library series. This is the first book, and I know it's the first book. I checked because after the whole Insatiable incident, I was like, I have to double check on my series, guys. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna read next. This is the Second Chance romance. Hopefully it's pretty good. I think that after this Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon, I'm gonna take a break from romance because the following week is the Smut-a-thon, and I know I'm gonna be reading so much romance, and like my heart can only take so much. Like I feel like after a while they become very formulaic and very similar, so they all kind of blend together. But I'm going to try to read non-romance books during this week, and then once Smut-a-thon starts, I'm gonna read more romance. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I will come back to you probably when I meet up with my cousin, because I think she'll want to be in the vlog too, as we go see Little Women and stuff. But yeah, I will talk to you guys in a bit. This is my cousin Allison. She is a Knitstagrammer.
Follow me at Nature's Cozy.
She actually has really good knitting stuff. I highly recommend it. Alright, don't die taking photos. Yeah. Just saw Little Women and I'm upset about the ending. It's true. I'm so mad.
I told you it was the most upset love story.
I'm so mad.
My like preteen life.
I'm not reading the fucking book. It was horrible. But the movie was so good too.
It was really good.
It was so good, but the ending killed me. Hey everyone, I just got back from hanging out with family and like seeing Little Women and everything. So I'm home. It's like 10 p.m. I hung out with my family and like my cousins and my aunts and my uncle. Well, my aunt and my uncle. Like so much. Like I have a massive family. Like we're all crazy, but we all love each other so much, and whenever we hang out we're always like having a really good time, so you never want to leave. So yeah, I'm home now and I have to take a shower. I'm gonna continue reading and so far it's really fucking weird, like really weird, because the main character, she's like 39 and she's only been with this one guy. It was like one night, like which is annoying because it's like you're 39 years old and you had sex once and then you're like, I can't do it again. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it seems weird to me, but I don't know. I'm also not a 39-year-old and I don't know. It's just like, it's a weird plot point. I don't know how I feel about it yet. She's also a Wiccan, and that is a part of the story about like people in the town call her a witch and like it's offensive and all this stuff, and she's like a minority because it's a conservative Tennessee town because she's a Wiccan. And I'm like, this is so weird. Like, what is happening? And the main love interest has like 2 daughters, and he's like this motorcycle guy, and I don't know, I'm not loving it so far. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's my taste, and I see why people like it because it's, you know, older people, like second chance romance and like whatever, but it's just like going in weird directions, and like the whole Wiccan thing is very odd to me, but whatever. And I don't mind witchcraft in my books. It's just like the way that she talks about it, it's just funny to me. And I think it's funny too because my dad actually once dated a woman who was a Wiccan, and it was like a huge like ongoing joke between the two of us, because I think they only went on like 2 or 3 dates, but like I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get some reading in. My roommate is coming back tomorrow. I'm excited for that. I've been alone in my apartment for the last 10 days, so it'll be good to see her too. But yeah, that's all that's going on. Hopefully I can finish that like Green Valley Public Library book tomorrow, and then after that I want to try finishing Gods of Jade and Shadow. So that's my plan. And then I will have completed 3 Kindle Unlimited books in 3 days, which is actually impressive because it's like a book a day. So I'm happy with that, even though I had like 5 books on my TBR, but it's cool. Hey everyone, it's day 3 of the Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon. This is the last day of the Read-a-thon, and I've read 2 books so far from Kindle Unlimited, and I'm still reading Love in Due Time. I fell asleep reading it last night. I still have quite a ways to go with it, but I'm not super loving it so far, but hopefully it gets better. I work today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then I go back to work at 6 p.m. and I work until 10 p.m. So I'm like literally working all day. Yeah, I worked this entire weekend, which sucks, but like that's how things are. And yesterday was filled with like family time, but yeah, that's where I'm at in life. So money, we love it. But yeah, I work today. It's also my mom's birthday, so I have to call her later. I'll be reading all day because I can read at work, and I'll give you more reading updates later. Hey guys, it's much later in the day. It's like 3:30 now. I got off of work like an hour and a half ago. When I was at work, I was reading Love in Due Time by LB something or other, LD, who knows. Regardless, the book sucks. It's horrible. And like it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I was like thinking at like 25%, like I'm gonna DNF this book. But I'm not a quitter. I like can't DNF books. So I'm literally just speed reading the end of it, and I'm like 75% done. But like I'm really trying to get through it because I want it to be over because I don't like it. Basically my problem is that the main love interest, the guy, he's part of this motorcycle gang, and I know that motorcycle gangs are typically very sexist. And a lot of members view their women as property. Like the women in the gang are viewed as like this man's person. And yes, that's realistic, but the book like romanticizes that. It like says like, oh yeah, this is good, and like that's why she loves him because he's or she's his, and like that's her property. And it's like, no, like she's her own person. And like another thing that's been really bothering me about this book is that this woman like hasn't had sex since this one night stand when she was like 21, and now she's 39 and he's back in her life, and she's never been with any other man because she can't. And he's like, I just love that she's never had anyone else but me. And it's like these expectations that women are just supposed to have sex with like one guy, and like that their purity remain intact, and like it's like very possessive, and it's like not okay. And like like it's okay if women have more than one sexual partner. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like it's fine. And like you shouldn't like read this book and be like, oh, this is normal. And it's like, no, this is not okay. But I'm gonna finish it because it's just so bad. Like I've never like found a book to be so problematic. And I've read Colleen Hoover. So I'm definitely gonna give this like 1 star. And I haven't given a book 1 star at all this year. I'm just so mad at like how this has been going on. But yeah, I'm gonna finish it and then return it. Like this makes me want to delete Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna be honest. Like this book is horrible. But anyways, I will come back later. I have to go to work again, but I'm at a different building than I'm normally at, so because I'm covering someone else's shift. Long story, but I'm gonna be gone again tonight, and I'm gonna start another book there. Or I'm gonna finish Gods of Jade and Shadow actually, because I'm done with Kindle Unlimited. After this one, I'll have finished 3 books, and I'm fine with that. I'm done with romance. Can't do it anymore. I'm over it. I can't. I don't like it anymore. And I have Read-a-thon next week, so love my life. Yeah, so it's just really quiet at work, and I am planning on finishing Gods of Jade and Shadow. I only have about 100 pages left, which is really great. I think I'm pretty much done with ebooks for the weekend after my horrible reading experience with that last book. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay with this book and get that finished, and if I finish it before the end of my shift, I think I'll watch a movie and call it a night. So I think I'm gonna do like my full wrap-up of all the books that I read this weekend tomorrow morning, and hopefully get this vlog posted. I literally am so tired. I don't know how I'm gonna stay awake until 10 p.m. I'm such an old lady, but I'll figure it out and I'll get it done. Also, I don't want to like go home at 10 o'clock at night, but here we are. Struggling college students, am I right? Anyways, I've had a really interesting experience doing this Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon. I've read 3 books in 3 days, so I consider that to be successful. And well, maybe a 4th with this one, but this isn't a Kindle book, so it doesn't count. But anyways, this is where I'm at. This next week is like a weird transition period because the new year is on Wednesday. So I'm gonna start like thinking about like my 2020 goals and like wrapping up my year of 2019. So like, yeah, just getting everything together for that. But I think I can squeeze in a couple more books before January 1st, and it's December 29th now, so we'll see how that goes. Right now I've read a total of 105 books, so this one would be my 106th. So I think I did pretty good in the year of 2019, if I don't say so myself. It's probably my best reading year, which is interesting because I had a lot going on this year, so oh well. Okay, so it is the end of the read-a-thon, and I'm currently at work, and there's construction going on outside, so pardon the noise. But I read a total of 3 books for the Kindle Unlimited Read-a-thon. I read His Royal Highness by R.S. Gray, which I gave 3 stars. 3 stars. And then I read Insatiable by Melanie Harlow, which I gave 4 stars. And then I read Love in Due Time by L.B. Dunbar, which I gave 1 star and is the worst book I read of 2019. Next week I will be doing Read-a-thon. If you want to look forward to more vlogs and more bookish videos, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can get more notifications on other videos that I post. Thanks for watching. Bye!